What's up everyone, Kawaii here. I hope you guys like drama videos, because that's pretty much what this video basically is. Another deviation from my live reactions. CawCawTV has recently put out another video calling out MadLadofCulture. But this time, he didn't just call out MadLadofCulture. He also put me on blast as well, and he also put out another live reactor homie of mine, Ryuseishun. Now, for those of you who don't know what this is about, so about a year ago, CawCawTV, a anime live reactor, he put out a video basically accusing MadLadofCulture, another anime live reactor, and also one of my homies, of basically buying sub-bots. And he uses stuff like Social Blade and other, and content on his channel to basically make the point that, oh, his numbers, they aren't genuine. He must be buying sub-bots, because otherwise how would I explain this and that and this? And I made a response video at the time, basically calling him out and trying to debunk all the claims in his video with my own theories and possible explanations. And after I posted my video, nothing really happened until January 2025, when CawCawTV uploaded another video trying to expose MadLadofCulture. However, this time he didn't just call him out; he also called me out. He responded. I guess responding is kind of a it's kind of a generous way of putting it. But basically, he referenced my video and a comment Ryuseishun made on my video. So yeah, that's pretty much what this video is about. Basically, a response to his most recent video. So with that out of the way, without further ado, let's just get on to it. Now, my last video about him was 47 minutes long. I don't plan on making this video that long, and that's mainly because the majority of his most recent video is just reiterating points that I've covered in my last video. If you haven't watched it, I'll put a link to it in the description down below. But yeah, I like to think I pretty much successfully debunked all of the points that he made in this video. Also, another reason why it's not going to be as long, this video isn't going to be as long, is because a good portion of his video is also dedicated to him just throwing childish insults at MadLadofCulture and me and Ryuseishun. However, there still are some points that I would like to cover. The first point I want to talk about starts when CawCawTV begins talking about me. And guys, get ready for some cringe.
Yep. You know what I just said about how successful people, bigger creators, never go and put other creators down? This is true. But these motherfuckers shot the gun first, so this is an open range right now. I don't go out and bully others for their viewership or their lack of, let's say content. I don't do that. But if you're gonna come at me first, oh, it's a fucking open range. This loser is part of the podcast. Yup. Weebs of the round table. They make these podcasts for fucking nobody. Literally nobody is watching. And he had the audacity, the fucking audacity, to make a response to my video calling out fraud ladder scams, because that's his boy, right? That's his boy, right? Where's the fucking video? Where's the video, bro? Right over here. One of the most viewed videos on his channel. CawCawTV is a squawking clown. My response to CawCawTV's terrible video. He is so fucking stupid that for 47 minutes, you know what his defense was on my video? That Social Blade is a broken website. And CawCawTV himself said that it's a broken website and doesn't give good figures. Hey, retard! I told you that the viewership is accurate! But the money isn't. Because YouTube doesn't know how to gauge the RPM of a channel, because the RPM is determined by the demographic of the audience and the niche that you're in. If you're making anime reaction content for a bunch of children in Southeast Asia, do you think they're gonna make more money than a finance channel that's predated on North America? What do you think the advertiser is going to serve more money to? A place where the currency is low or the place where the currency is high, which also aligns with professional business suits that gets more money. That's how RPM is determined. That's why this is such a wide range. This is true though. This idiot spent his entire time defending his little friend. And that's the funniest part too. Fraudlad was so fucking scared because he knew that he is absolutely wrong. So he got his little bro. Oh, little bro, can you go out and defend me? 47-minute video, bro.
Okay, well, there's a lot going on there. First of all, why are you shouting? Like, I'm not even joking. He pretty much goes through the entire 22-minute video talking like this. And, like, I don't understand why he does it. Like, because he wasn't talking like that during his last MadLadofCulture video. So, yeah, I'm not sure why he's acting so hyped up like this. I guess we really did somehow get under his skin that much. Either that, or he's been sniffing too much of that white powder, maybe. But yeah, either way, very weird that he's talking this way. Second, CawCawTV is basically trying to claim that I was the one that started all this. When I can make the argument that you, sir, are the one that shot the gun first. I made that video because I was defending my homie from your baseless, false, ridiculous accusations against MadLadofCulture. You were the one that was starting all this drama. You were the one that was stirring the pot. And that was just simply my response to you. Third, that video isn't one of my most viewed videos on my channel. It's admittedly probably one of my most viewed videos recently, but not the most viewed video on my channel. Even a channel as minuscule, as microscopic as mine, still has videos with thousands of views. And lastly, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons why I decided to make this video, CawCawTV is fucking lying through his teeth. Where in the video did I say that Social Blade was a broken website? Where in the video did I make the claim that I thought you said that Social Blade was a broken website? Point me to the exact time frame where I made that claim. Point me to the exact fucking timestamp, down to the second where I started talking about revenue figures, where I started talking about money. You can't, because it doesn't exist. Watch my latest video if you don't believe me. He literally went on a tangent on a topic that I never talked about in the most recent video. It's like he watched a completely different video that wasn't mine. And it's so fucking stupid. Let me say it again. Let me try to make it clearer for his puny little brain. I never did criticize Social Blade or call it a broken website. I never did talk about the revenue and finances or whatever in that video. Here's what actually happened. CawCawTV went on Social Blade and he used the viewers and subscribers part of the analytics to justify his claim that Madlad is subbotting or whatever. This includes the total weekly subscribers, the total weekly views, the monthly gain subscribers, and the monthly gain viewers. What I did is I used the exact same statistics, the exact same charts, the exact same graphs to counter his points. I use those graphs from not just Madlad, but from other YouTubers to make the point that what he deems is the most condemning evidence against Madlad, what he deems is something that is highly suspicious, is in reality not at all really all that suspicious at all. And if you don't believe me, here is a comparison of clips from both his video and my video.
Madlad is very suspicious. Notice over here. Why did these spikes happen? You notice this? Notice how on the total subscribers weekly over here? Notice how it's just flatlined. is completely flatline, then it has these random spikes. Insane spikes that I've never fucking seen possible. But look at the views. The views does not change. In fact, he was getting more views in the beginning quarter, right? Look at this shit. No subs, but the views are pretty good. But as the subs went up, the views did not go up. This is extremely suspicious behavior, and one could assume that he is buying subscribers. It's a very easy thing to do. We've already talked about it on stream. And again, just another chart. Monthly gain videos views for MadLadofCulture. The viewership is like flatlined. There's no growth. It's just maintaining. But the subs immediately fucking spiked.
Alright, CawCawTV, you seem to be a big fan of Social Blade, so I'm going to use exactly that to counter your points. Now, when we look at MadLadofCulture's Social Blade page, yes, CawCawTV is correct, because we see this huge spike, all these spikes and peaks near the end of his graph for his monthly gained subscribers. However, in the same area on the monthly gain video views graph, we don't see any such spikes. Now, let me show you something else. ThatsTheBruh, one of the most popular car reviewers on YouTube right now. When we look at his total subscribers weekly, look at all these spikes and these peaks. When we look at his total video views weekly, there are no such spikes and peaks. There's only one significant spike right here. That's about it. And when we go down, now, admittedly, there isn't as much of a discrepancy or like a drastic difference between his monthly gain video views and his monthly gain subscribers. But we do see that there is still much more fluctuation in the monthly gain subscribers as there is with monthly gain video views. Is that proof that ThatsTheBruh also buys subscribers or buys sub bots? Is that proof that ThatsTheBruh is also a fraud? I don't think so. Let's look at another channel. Jeremy Johns, a very big movie reviewer. If we go down here, look at all these spikes and peaks on his monthly gain subscribers. Now, the most interesting thing about these graphs is that when we go to his monthly gain video views, we see a huge valley on the month of November 2022. This huge dip right here. But here's the thing. When we go into his monthly gain subscribers count, on that same month, on that same year, there is a spike in his subscriber counts. You know, I was actually considering not making this response video, but I'm not just gonna let you sit here and blatantly lie to your audience and manipulate them into believing something that is not true. If I know my video isn't perfect, I know my response to video to CawCawTV isn't perfect, but if you're gonna criticize my video and my response to you, then you should at least get your fucking facts straight. You should at least use shit that I actually said. This isn't just twisting my words. This is twisting my words, scribbling over them, and then writing something completely different on the line above. And I don't understand. I can't even begin to comprehend your train of thought when you supposedly watched my original video. Now, earlier I mentioned that he did not just call me out, he did not just call Madlad out, he also called out Ryuseishun. And what did he call out Ryuseishun for, you may ask? Well, here's what he had to say.
Here's the other retard too. Here's the other retard too. Yep, these two clowns. Ryuseishun and Kawaii crew. These two, oh, fuck both of them. You know what I said again? Big reaction channels, bigger creators never go out to shit on others. That's true. But you shot the gun first, so it's a fucking open range on both these fucking clowns.
The funny thing is that the sudden jumping views case once happened in my old SFF videos, specifically pertaining to the episode where Anya punched Damien. I guess it got that significant raise on YouTube algorithm. Finally, video will prioritize return to app blah blah.
You're so stupid. You literally have an about section that says dying anime reaction channel because YouTube's recent changes of TOS policies fucked up the algorithm together. What a loser, bro. Imagine being such a loser that you blame the algorithm and everything else but yourself. You don't know how to fucking make content. You have no strategy. That's why your channel's fucking dead. It's not because the algorithm dropped you. The algorithm is the audience. You don't know how to differentiate between tourists that's watching these videos for the fan service and an actual community that you created.
Now, what's so fucking dumb about him calling out Ryuseishun is that if you go back and look at Ryuseishun's comment, he never once mentioned CawCawTV. He didn't criticize him. He didn't insult him in any way. Like, with CawCawTV calling me out, it makes sense because, you know, I made a video about him. But Ryuseishun didn't do that. The only thing that he did was just leave a comment on my video talking about a topic that I covered. He never once directly addressed CawCawTV. So it really makes me wonder, what exactly did he do to deserve this kind of vitriol? Because it really doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, why is he catching on these strays from him? Now, I don't listen to a lot of rap, but it's just like Pusha T said in the story of Adidon. I'm selfish. I want all the curses. Basically, if you got a problem with me, go after me, and me only. Don't go after people who have pretty much nothing to do with this whole debacle. And no, but why you chose to do so is just something I will never understand. Like, Ryuseishun is pretty much an innocent party here, so like, and you go after him anyways. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But the Kawaii crew, Madlad recently put out a video admitting that he buys views. Are you going to address that?
Sure, CawCawTV fans, why don't we address what has recently become the elephant in the room? You see, what CawCaw wants you to believe is that Madlad buying subs and views is something that he is currently doing. However, according to Madlad in his recent video, he only did that from 2021 to 2022, and he stopped doing so in early 2023. Also, if you go back to the first CawCaw video I made a response to, when he was looking at Madlad's analytics on Social Blade, notice how he didn't seem to find the view count suspicious. He only took issue with the spikes in subscriber count. And if you look at Madlad's most recent analytics, there hasn't been a significant spike in viewership since then. And yes, while he did also bring up Madlad's increase in viewership from his unnamed memory live reaction, that is also another point that I have addressed in my previous call-out video. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that the mistake Madlad made 3 to 4 years ago has no bearing in this current debate.
But the Kawaii crew, Madlad admitted to using their YouTube promote system, which is basically the same as buying views.
Oh, you mean a legitimate feature that many creators on YouTube have access to if they're eligible? That is not at all comparable to what you're suggesting.
But the Kawaii crew, if Madlad is capable of buying views, then he must be capable of buying subs as well.
I still have yet to see any legitimate proof of that being the case. Especially not from CawCawTV. Remember, in his previous video, he said himself that he can't prove claims like this. He can only bring up what he describes as sussy analytics. Yet, he continuously passes off these claims as fact. And I have already given very plausible explanations in my previous video as to why Madlad buying subs isn't true. But, moving on. Now, one last thing I want to talk about in this video is apparently Madlad recently left a comment under another live reactor by the name of Jordan52, and Madlad basically called Jordan boring and accusing him of having no passion in his live reaction. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Madlad should not have left that comment under that video. Even though Madlad is my homie, even I have to admit that it was wrong of him to comment that under another live reactor. Especially a smaller channel. Now, even though Madlad is my homie, I'm not just going to sit here and pretend that I admire everything that he says and does. I've disagreed with Madlad before. I've criticized Madlad before. In fact, a couple years ago, he and we had a pretty bad falling out, the details of which I will get into in this video. But basically, after a while, we eventually talked it out and we reconciled. So we decided to put it all behind us. So yes, while I don't condone Madlad's comment, I still don't believe that it justifies the constant vitriol from CawCawTV and CawCawTV constantly starting shit and constantly starting drama, making all these weird ass accusations against Madlad. Yeah, it really doesn't excuse CawCawTV's behavior towards MadLadofCulture. Now, before we move on with the video, I do want to give a shout out to a couple of channels. The first channel I want to shout out is Jordan52 himself. I actually did check out one of his videos, and so far, I must say, I think he's pretty good. In fact, I even left a comment under this exact video. But yeah, he has this like very basic format. No fancy editing. It's just him, his webcam, his mic, and the anime episode with no audio. You see this format a lot with a lot of anime reactors, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's pretty much how my very first anime live reaction I've uploaded on YouTube went. It was just me, my mic, my webcam, and the anime episode with no audio. So, yeah. Also, his reactions to things. I know Madlad said that it's boring. Like it's boring or no passion or whatever. To me, it's just him acting like himself. I mean, that's the thing with anime live reactions and just live reactions in general. Like, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. The reactions don't have to be anything too crazy. You just have to be yourself, you know? And, you know, a lot of times being yourself is just enough. And I think, you know, Jordan52 excels in that regard, in regards to being himself. So, yeah, shout out to Jordan52. Check out his channel. The other channel that I want to shout out is ThatsTheBruh. Now, he recently did a reaction to CawCawTV's recent video, and at first, because of that, I was admittedly hesitant to check it out. But once I did watch his video, I must say I just love this dude's energy. He just seems like a really chill dude. Also, another reason why I'm shouting him out is because, well, he joked in the video that he wanted a shout out. So yeah. Here's your shout out, buddy. Shout out to ThatsTheBruh. Now, I know when you look at the amount of subscribers these channels have, I know that they have much more subscribers than I have. And I know that my recommendations don't mean shit to them, but I don't care. I still want to shout them out anyways because I think they're good dudes. If at least one person decides to check them out because of me, that's good enough for me, you know. Anyways, back to the video. But yeah, overall, do you know why I made that CawCawTV response video in the first place? It's not because Madlad was scared or anything like that. Again, I said in that video and I'll say it again. MadLadofCulture did not put me up to it. In fact, MadLadofCulture also didn't ask me to make this video. I'm doing this out of my own volition. I'm doing this to defend my homie. And I knew that if Madlad himself wouldn't make a response video of his own, you would just eat it all up, CawCawTV. That's exactly what you would want. I knew that if Madlad himself made a video responding to you, that he'd be giving you exactly what you want. And I didn't want him to do that. And that's why I made that video. Because I figured that a response video from a channel so microscopic compared to yours wouldn't matter to you. You wouldn't care. I figured you probably wouldn't care about my opinion towards you. You probably wouldn't care about what I have to say. No, you only care about Madlad because you, despite all your criticisms around him, are undeniably his biggest simp. I mean, why else would you talk about him so much? Why else would you make up all this drama to try and get his attention? You said it. Remember, you said it yourself in that video, in your other video, that you are a petty motherfucker, and that he lives in your head rent free. So yeah, basically, you are an attention whore, and I figured that if I were to make a video myself debunking your claims, then that would erase Madlad's need to actually make a response video himself. But I knew that the disclaimer at the beginning of my video wouldn't be enough. I knew that despite me, you know, clearly telling that Madlad didn't put me up to it, you and your audience wouldn't believe it. You would still accuse Madlad of having me sending his podcast guard dog after CawCawTV, defending him, blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. What these drama videos from CawCawTV essentially prove is that CawCawTV is nothing but a fucking child. He is a giant man-child. Of course he doesn't understand why I'm making these videos defending MadLadofCulture. He probably doesn't have any actual friends of his own. All he has is his audience full of sheep that enable his behavior. All he have is his fucking echo chamber live streams on Twitch. So yeah, CawCawTV, thanks for that response video to me. I'm glad I got your attention. Also, thanks for sticking your followers to my and Ryuseishun's channel. So yeah, that's nice, I guess. But however, that still doesn't change the fact that you are an egotistical brat who clearly can't handle any type of criticism towards you whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my response to CawCawTV's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys next time.